Know that monetary policy is the policy which is formulated in order to regulate the flow of money in the economy. Now the question is, who is responsible for the formulation of the monetary policy? The central bank of any country is responsible for the formulation of the monetary policy of that country. In our country, the central bank is Reserve Bank of India, and thus the Reserve Bank of India is responsible for the formulation of monetary policy in India. The next question is how the monetary policy is formulated. For this, we need to understand that for doing any type of activity, we need some type of instruments. Like for making tea, we need some type of instruments like gas fire, pan, etc. Alike to that, for the formulation of the monetary policy, we need some type of instruments called the monetary policy instruments or the instruments of the monetary policy. In order to understand these instruments of the monetary policy, we first need to understand the two basic terms of the banking system, that is liability and assets. What is liability for a bank and what is asset for a bank? So all the deposits taken by the bank form the liability for the bank, and all the loans given by the bank form the assets for the bank. Why the deposits are the liability for the bank? Because for that any type of deposit taken by bank, the bank has to pay it back to the customer when it is demanded by the customer. And also the bank has to pay interest for the deposit. On the other hand, the bank is charging interest on the loan, and in this way the interest is acting as a profit for the bank. Thus all the loans given by the bank form the asset for the bank, and all the deposits taken by the bank form the liability for the bank. And the deposit may be of two types, that is demand deposit or term deposit. Demand deposit means you are depositing the money in the savings account or current account. Means the bank has to give the money back to you at any time on your demand. The term deposits include FD or RD, fixed deposit, recurring deposit. Means the bank will give you money back, but after maturity. So when we talk about the total liability of a bank, then it is called net demand and term liability, which includes the demand deposits as well as the term deposits of the bank. Net demand deposits plus net term deposits, that is net demand and term liability. Now we are again on the topic that are the instruments of the monetary policy. So the first instrument and the very effective instrument for the regulation of the flow of money in the economy is CRR, that is cash reserve ratio. Cash reserve ratio is that part of net demand and term liability (NDTL) which a bank has to deposit to RBI, and it has to be deposited in the form of cash only. This money is not used by RBI also. RBI only sits over it. So in this way, the money in CRR goes completely out of the economy. It is a very effective instrument in order to control the flow of money in the economy. You will ask how? How we are going to control the flow of money in the economy with the help of CRR? The answer is very simple. I am saying all the money which is in the form of CRR will go out of the economy. It has to be deposited to the RBI by the bank in the form of cash, and RBI is not using it by using it also. And then it means when we are increasing CRR, then more amount of money will go out of the economy. Less amount of money will be in the economy. So the increasing CRR will be synonymous to decreasing the flow of money in the economy. And when the flow of money will be decreased, the demand will be decreased and inflation will go down. On the other hand, when the CR will be decreased, when the CRR will be decreased, cash reserve ratio will be decreased, then what does it mean? It means that we are infusing additional amount of money, more amount of money in the economy. The economy will have more amount of money, it will increase demand, and ultimately inflation will increase. So it is a very effective tool in order to regulate the flow of money in the economy. At present, CRR is 3%, and the RBI is using it in a very lucid manner. So in the next segment, We will learn about the other instruments of the monetary policy, including SLR, repo rate, reverse repo rate, open market operation, marginal standing facility, moral suasion, credit rationale, etc.